Hello everyone, I'm Archana, a professional image consultant, a soft skills trainer, a behavioral coach, a child psychologist, an NLP practitioner, a mentor, and a stylist. I believe in understanding and implementing on myself before imparting it to someone else. With over 19 years of professional experience in guiding executives, business leaders, frontline teams, and even working one-on-one with potentials from every walk of life, I've always tried to change lives for the better. Since 2017, I have my own brand known as Balance, Be Your Own Brand. The aim is to assist you to find and showcase your best version through your image and to strengthen the strengths of your personality. I believe that in order to grow and succeed in any aspect of your personal, professional, or social life, you need to have a purpose, commitment, discipline, and dedication. We assist you to use your strengths and talents to reach your greatest potential. I am a staunch believer that you are your own brand. However, if you don't create it, someone else will. So stay positive, stay authentic, refine your image, build your insight, and develop skills to achieve your personal and professional best with advantageous, radical, careerist, helpful, assertive, nurturient, and ardent me.
So good evening, everyone. Again, I am back with a nice topic which was informed to me by Archana related to ABC of image management. So I will be starting the session on this ABC of image management. Prior to that, I have just played that how your image management is related with your own expectation and your own desire. शायद हर एक के यहाँ मतलब जो भी बच्चे हैं, चाहे जो भी बड़े हो गए हैं, जो एडल्टहुड में हैं, या जो और थोड़े मतलब नाउ दे आर इन से इन 40s और 50s, सब में सबके पास एक अपनी ना कोई एक ड्रीम है. सो फॉर दैट ड्रीम आई एम सेइंग, आप अपने ड्रीम, अपने पैशन को ना छोड़ें, एंड टू अचीव और टू रीच और टू यूटिलाइज दैट ड्रीम इन मच मोर फ्रूटफुल मैनर, दो चीजें हो सकती. एक कि आप अपने बच्चे को या अपने ग्रैंडसन्स को या अपने ग्रैंड डॉटर को या फिर अपने सन, अपने डॉटर को उस चीज में इंडल्ज करें जिसमें उसको इंटरेस्ट है, उसे आगे खूब मोटिवेट करें सो दैट ही और शी कैन रीच टू हाइट, जो भी अपने लाइफ में एक मैक्सिमम पोजीशन होती है वो वहां रीच कर पाए. एंड उस चीज को, इसी चीज को देखते हुए टिंकरली हैज डिसाइडेड and has come up with its own hashtag. You can say it's Tinkerly's own hashtag, which is now known as Aaj Ki Hobby Kal Ka Hunar. So I will not play this advertisement now. I will play this advertisement at certain time. But prior to that, I will just love to tell you, inform you. आप इसमें देख रहे हैं एक advertisement और दूसरी तरफ देख रहे हैं एक छोटी बच्ची है. She is very happy after finding this DIY kits, which is one of the prospect of Tinkerly, which we are providing and helping the people in this COVID-19 time in a vast manner. So moving ahead, I will also love to inform you that on 1st of July at 4 p.m. 2020, this year itself, we are going to have an interactive session with the principal of Mayo College, and the girl which you are seeing here, she is the student of Mayo College for Girls, and the principal which you are viewing here is the principal of Mayo College Boys. So it's very coincident that I am having both the pics at the same time. In meantime, prior moving to the ABC of image management, let's have one video which will help you to understand on what context this particular webinar has been organized.
Confidence isn't walking into a room thinking that you're better than anyone. It's walking in knowing that you don't have to compare yourself to anyone. Comparing yourself to another person, that isn't even in your system. There's no thought of comparison. There is no competition with any other human. You are not above anyone. You are not below anyone. That's confidence. When you can get to the place in your life where comparison is dead, where you are good enough, not to others, but to yourself, that is confidence. And you can be good enough right now because you are good enough right now. You might just need to change your mindset. Confidence can be developed in many ways. You can start with your physiology, your posture. If I asked you what a confident person looked like, would you be able to tell me? Of course you would. They look strong, sure of themselves. How are they standing? They're standing tall. How are their shoulders? They are back, upright. They make eye contact. Their head is up, not down. Now, a shy or introverted person might say, yeah, well, that's all good for outgoing people, but I will never be confident. Anyone can develop confidence. Some might have to work on it harder than others because they've conditioned themselves into a lack of confidence for much of their life. But anyone can develop confidence. Even the majority of shy people have moments where they aren't shy, like around people they trust. maybe family, friends, or their partner. Moments where they can be themselves fully. So the shyness is selective, which means you can make confidence permanent if you consciously decide to be the person and do the things you do. Not just around those you trust the most, but all the time. Being confident doesn't mean you're loud. It isn't about being the one that has to be noticed. It's the opposite. It's knowing you're great without having to be seen. It's the silent winner. It's the humble champion. If you lack confidence, you can change. If you lack anything, you can change. You can be anything in life, including radical personality change, if you are committed to finding the answers. Unlock the greatest version of yourself, your true nature of confidence, of pure positive energy. Unlock your authentic power today.
So thank you everyone for keeping patience and watching this a very beautiful video which has lot of meaning. And this meaning again मैं फिर से यही दोहराऊंगा, I am repeating once more, and I will request कि don't lose the opportunity and don't miss the chance. For whom? For your grandsons, sons, or granddaughters or daughters, or self also. Because जो आज की हॉबी है वो उनका कल का हुनर बनेगा. ये मैं आपको day 1 से बोल रहा हूँ and starting से बता रहा हूँ. And you can see in this pic also. Now this little girl whose name is Naisha. मैंने आपको पहले नाम नहीं बताया था because I thought कि नाम बताऊं तो शायद बेचारी नायशा को बुरा लगे, बट नायशा को बुरा नहीं लगेगा. रीजन ये कि बिकॉज शी इज वेरी हैप्पी. रीजन शी हैज गॉट और शी हैज फाउंड द पीस बाय receiving this DIY kits in form of आज की हॉबी कल का हुनर. Though it's one of the prospect, and before calling and inviting my speaker Archana, I will love to repeat the advertisement for everyone for the last time so that it will be very helpful for them, that why the earlier played video and what the video is now I'm going to play are equal or having some equivalency. Okay, so now Naisha is enjoying with all these kind of gifts. So now it's your turn, that if you have your own granddaughters, daughters, or son, you can just order or you can just request from Tinkerly. We can be at your doorstep for the happiness of your kids and your wards. In meantime, I'm just stopping the sharing of the screen, and I will love to request and I will love to welcome and I will request Archana to just take over the screen and start the session, which is ABCD of management. So Archana, it's over to you.
Good evening, everyone. Can I have the audios of everyone for a while? I just want to say hello to everyone and just want to ask them a few questions before we start.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Ashwini. Good evening, Sapna. A lot of other people. A very, very good evening to you. And I hope as much as I am excited for today's session, you all are excited in the same way. So definitely हम सबको image management के बारे में थोड़ा बहुत या बहुत कुछ पता है. But today I'm actually going to tell you what exactly is image management. What is the ABCD of image management, which can make your life not only shine, but also make your goals come to you in a much more positive manner and also very quickly. So all of you are ready? Can I have some hands? Perfect. So let's begin. So ABCD of image management. I'm an image consultant, and being an image consultant, I actually wear a lot of hats at the same time. So believe me when I say this, I promise you that by the end of this webinar, you all will be equipped to know as to how I can be of value addition to you, one. And secondly, you will also be able to learn a lot of tools alongside to know that image management is not just your appearance. It is much more than what you actually know. So good learning together. So the science of first impression. आपने Tinkerly की ad देखी अभी, right? So we talk about science, we talk about carbon dioxide, we talk about so many experiments जो हम सब ने science के laboratories में किए हैं as a child, even as an adult. So right, you all remember, right? So exactly is the same thing जब हम अपने life में अपने goals की तरफ आगे जाते हैं, whenever we are actually striving to reach any position in our life, we have to apply the same science to our own self. So this science of first impression includes your appearance, that is A. For B, that is your behavior, how you react, how you respond, how you deal with certain things when you actually achieve a certain aspect of your life. Again, how do you communicate? It is very important tool that has to be taken into consideration. And believe me, today I want to break this taboo that image management is only about the clothes or only about looking good from the outside. Absolutely not. Image management is all about you from the inside out. Like for example, say I'm here doing this webinar and I'm talking to each one of you who are absolutely amazing people, who are absolutely doing awesome in your own life, right? But what is the reason as to why are you all here? The thing is, we all want to evolve. We all want to uplift ourselves. So despite of the fact that I would know so many things about a particular thing, however, if there is somebody who speaks well, there is somebody who's presentable, there is somebody who has something in her or him which connects me to the topic that they're talking about, then definitely I will be attending that webinar. Because being a lifelong learner, I feel that हमें हमेशा कुछ ना कुछ सीखते रहना चाहिए, कुछ ना कुछ value additions करते रहने चाहिए. And how does that happen? When your first impression is absolutely in sync with yourself. So communication is a very, very important tool, and it is one of the basic tools that we will be talking about even in the things that are going to come ahead. Right now, we are all doing webinars. We are all into this forum of the new age of the world, right? Wherein technology has taken a leap. So now to understand how technology can benefit us, how we can benefit from technology, it is time to understand how we can make our digital footprint absolutely stronger. So we are going to be talking a lot about all of these four aspects, that is the ABCD of image management. And also stay tuned, everyone, because by the end of the webinar, I will be sharing with you certain power poses of body language that can help you have a positive rapport or a positive relationship building with other people, even on the webinar and even otherwise. So stay tuned till the end. Now, people ask me, why image management and why is it for me? When Mr. Narendra Modi actually was appointed the Prime Minister of our country, he actually went to the US for 3 months to actually take the training of image management. And why was it needed? Being a person who was so influential, who was a person who was a Prime Minister of our country, why did he need to do that? See again, because when he was the minister or when he was representing his own country in a smaller factor, he was there dealing with people inside his jurisdiction, and it was easier for him to communicate, to have that presence felt. However, when he was appointed as the Prime Minister, he knew that his now dimension, the entire circle, the entire universal platform has opened up, and he will have to meet with people from every walk of life. So he needed to upgrade himself. Likewise, we all need to upgrade ourselves with every platform of our own life also. So image management is actually a work in progress which keeps happening again and again. However, if you know the tools that are the basic tools and you keep working on them, then you know that you're walking on the right path. So if Narendra Modi can actually go and get the image consulting done, so I hope each one of you are going to look forward for image consulting, and I'm always there to guide and help. However, this journey is also going to make certain things very, very open and very, very clear to you. Going ahead, Image management is all about the inside out. So basically, say for example, you have been attending and like quite a lot of people here, which I see every week coming on Saturday. Thank you, everyone. So, there has been a relationship built, there has been a rapport that has been built so that they come and see me. And I also look forward for having them here. So, that is the thing that happens with the image. Now, image is only not that they come, they look at me, or they go, or I go to some webinar, I look at that person, or I just, it has to be, what is she talking about, which is making sense? How is she communicating? What is her behavior? How does she react when we ask her questions? How does she respond when we actually have something that we are doubtful of? So all of it, actually makes the impact. So each one of you here are brands for me today, whether it is Ashwani, whether it is Sapna, whether it is doctor, anybody and everybody is a brand for me today. When I say brand, and when you are a brand who say, for example, you are a physiotherapist. Okay, now what does a physiotherapist, does a physiotherapist has to feel that I should make a brand for myself, or why should I create an image for myself? I'm already a doctor and I have a set of people who come to me, who visit me, and I'm done with it. I'm fine with it. However, if that doctor has to come from here to this level, then he has to look the part of going to that level where he's advancing himself, he's uploading himself with the kind of knowledge and attitude that is required to deal with people. So, when you look the part, you feel the part. When you feel the part, you act the part. And when you act the part, you become the part. So likewise, as we took the example of Mr. Narendra Modi, when he actually became the prime minister, and when he actually took, and he was confident that now I'm ready to represent my country, the moment he felt the part, he started acting the part, right? You got it? And as soon as he started acting the part, and believe me, he made a global change as far as India is concerned, because he took India to a next level. Now, every small list of the smallest country knows India by name. Okay, earlier it was like a thing that we needed to go to some place and tell people. Now people know that if we are Indians, we have a particular stature that we hold in life. So that is what is the image of India that has been created. Again, image management and soft skills. What is it? Now, soft skills are the skills that you actually use when you deal with people. So it could be your communication, it could be your behavior, how you deal with people, it could be your team management, your negotiation skills. All of it comes in soft skills. Image management is like, for say an example, some of you who came for my first webinar and are still here now also, you must have had that kind of a journey wherein you felt that I need to kind of give my 1 hour on Saturday evening to attending these webinars, right? So that is how the image of a particular brand is built. It takes time. However, if you're consistent with your own image by delivering, by even showcasing that you believe what you're talking about, then that image takes you a long way. So once you have built that image, then comes your skill as to how you can help people grow. So people are only going to listen to me when I have that kind of a sync within myself and what I am going to deliver. So that is exactly what goes with image management and soft skills. We all have hard skills. We are all knowledgeable people. We all know how to go ahead. We all know how to use the tools to reach a particular platform. But tell me one thing, if my image or if my soft skills or if my communication is not that good, do you think, despite of the fact that I would have so much of knowledge in me, would you want to hear me out? I doubt that. So once that is doubtful, then people are not going to come to you. People are not going to reach out to you. And that is where image management is required. Because to sell your hard skills, to let people come to you because you have some set of hard skills, you have to have a very strong platform of your image management, which includes all of this, the A, B, C, D, not just the appearance, but all of this together. So let's go ahead and learn a little more. What is image? Image is you seeing me and I seeing you, right? When the eyes meet and how we kind of form impressions about each other is what is the power of first impressions. We all form impressions about each other in the fraction of seconds, that is 3 to 7 seconds. And when the time is so small and when the window of making that impression is so small, then why not make it so impactful that people would want to talk to you, people would want to reach out to you and people would want to be in your company. So whether you are a corporate, whether you're a entrepreneur, whether you're a homemaker, whether you are a child, whether you are a young adult, each one of you, with your communication, with your behavior, with your appearance, with your etiquette, with your body language, you need to learn to make that impact, because people will only hear you out once you are in sync with all of this. Once your first impression is good, all of it is definitely there to follow. So does this sound familiar, this particular picture? You know, as a child, I was very, very anxious to not go and talk to people because I wasn't very confident. I wasn't very confident as to how I'm going to make a conversation. So I think most of us has walked through this journey wherein we have felt all of these. When you're anxious, when you feel awkward in a particular place because you feel that you're kind of not sinking in with the entire platform that you're standing on. And then apparently it leads you to loneliness. And also in a forum where there are a lot of people, you can feel lonely, you can feel anxious, and you can also feel awkward, right? So again, not to be a part of all of this, all you need to do is please reach out to the image consultants, because they are the ones who can actually make your authenticity stand out. So your awkwardness, your anxiousness, your loneliness, your feeling of not being worth it is also going to go once you realize what you have in you. Because sometimes what happens is we ourselves don't realize the power what we hold inside, right? So this is what is the power of image management. They make you, or they carve you so well that you know that I have so much of talent, which I also didn't know. So, you know, whenever we meet the eye of any person, for example, say when you, even for some people who were here for the first time today and who are here for the first time today, you know, you build a rapport with the person within a fraction of seconds. And how does that happen? Like if you would want to hear me out, or if I would want to hear you out sometime in the future, first of all, the trust has to build in. They have to know that probably what you're delivering or what you're giving is something that they feel is authentic, which is true, and also which has that kind of a power that whatever she's talking, that makes sense, or whatever he is talking makes sense. So a person always buys another person on trust and respect. So believe me when I say this, whenever you feel that you're not being able to build a particular relationship, again, go back, work on the trust, work on the respect, and definitely it is going to work. And I promise you that. So as I mentioned, an image is formed within a few seconds of meeting anybody. So it could be anybody, even a child meeting eye of another parent or another friend or anybody. Without even talking to somebody, you have made a first impression of that person. Whether or not you would want to talk to that person again or not, everything depends on that first impression. However, at times, the first impressions could go haywire. Please give a second chance over there for sure. If you feel that the person is trustworthy and the person is responding or in a way that is okay, then second chance is deservable. Successful personal image. What is it? What is it about me, or what is it about you that should make me buy you? As in buy you, as in make me buy you as a person who I trust and I respect. First of all, whenever you talk to somebody, your talk has to be inspiring. It should be something that you believe in. It should not be something which I believe in or some XYZ believes in. When you talk something which you believe in, automatically it has a positive impact. So your talk or your presence has to be inspiring. Whenever somebody meets an eye or somebody has a word with you, or anytime somebody wants to have a conversation with you, make it so memorable that the person remembers you with that very conversation. And that conversation can be as small as a hello. Just give me a moment, please. Another trick, every time you do webinars, please drink in a little bit of water because your vocal cords do get a little tensed. So yes, so have conversations which are memorable. You need to have a memorable conversation, which could absolutely be a hello. Whenever we pick up phones, we say a person can't listen to me or person can't see me. How does it matter? But you know, that hello has power. That hello can make you be remembered for a lifetime. Again, have open postures, have something about you which make people come to you. Don't be so stiff that the person is scared to reach out to you. So be approachable. People should be able to ask you if they have a question, if they have doubts. So for all the parents, all the children, all everybody here, adults, everybody and everybody, be approachable so people can reach out to you. Most of the times in this arena where we all are also feeling lonely, bored, or at home, share it out. And sharing it out will only happen when you are approachable, when you are also reachable to people. So make that note and please have that open gestures and open talk and be absolutely positive with people when they reach out to you. Be genuine. Whenever we try to make up, in the sense, whenever we try to do a made up call or whenever we try to kind of try to copy somebody else, the genuineness that we hold inside, that goes, that washes off. So never let that genuineness in you go. Like, for example, say I believe that image consulting is something that I can even talk while I'm sleeping. Then, you need to understand that I have that passion inside. I can talk about child psychology. I can talk about NLP. I can talk about XYZ topics, whichever come to me. Why? Because I know about it and I genuinely care about those topics. Similarly, for all the brands who are sitting here, like say, for example, whatever names, all of you, you have to be genuine by what you are, not what the person who's in the next window of yours, right? So there is something genuine about you. So make that genuineness shine. Also, whenever you speak with somebody, always have engaging talks. That can happen when you have question and answers, when you have that conversations, when you know that your communication is going to have an impact because you are ready for it. Sometimes we say that, I was standing with somebody, however, that person was not interested in talking to me, or I didn't feel there was some spark and the communication didn't happen. It is something, it's easy to blame somebody out that, we didn't have a conversation. In the mightiest of the mightiest cases, that might happen. But most of the times you need to understand if the person is not talking, probably my body language is not so open that the person is feeling comfortable. Also, the person might feel that, being with the persona that I am or any one of you are, what is the set of conversations that I can have with that person? So more than you, the other person might have so many questions in his mind, so you can always break the ice. So we all carry certain skills and experience and talents and abilities that I spoke about. But the only thing is, once your eye meets the eye of the other person and the other person respects you and trusts you, that is when business is going to happen. That is when friendships are going to happen. That is when exactly and genuine learning is going to happen. So your appearance is, so talking about the appearance of what you are and how you get dressed. Now the A factor of it. Now appearance is important because when, for example, I say that I'm an image consultant, but if I'm not dressed as an image consultant in the sense that I'm not appropriately dressed, I'm not dressed, or I'm just in here in my track pants and t-shirt, then apparently you will say whatever she's saying definitely makes sense, but it is not syncing with the way she's dressed, right? So that is what is the power of appearance. Similarly, when you go to certain offices, when you go to certain places, when you go to certain countries, certain countries have a set of dressing up. So, we all need to learn that culture. So we can't go and just kind of be very, very casual in countries wherein they also follow a very, very strong dressing rule. So we need to be culture specific. We also need to learn various cultures while we are doing this. So, however, appearance comes with your clothes, your hair, your makeup, your grooming, your perfume, your nails, everything. So whenever somebody sees you, whether it is your grooming, for all the men, have your beard or have your mustaches or have your hair absolutely done well. To all the women, spend some time, take care of yourself, which we always do most of the times. Men do kind of at times stay a little back, but then there are men who actually take a lot of care otherwise too. So appearance includes all of this: your clothing, your grooming, your hair, your makeup, from your nails to your perfume, everything. Don't have too much of everything. At the same time, don't have too less of something, So like you can't put too much of perfume and go somewhere because again, it is going to be distracting. Similarly, your nails have to be properly done. Your makeup has to be subtle. Your hair has to be properly done. And your clothes have to be neat and tidy for you to look the part for whatever you believe in whichever goal that you are in. So again, why do people need an image revamp? Say, for example, you are so many people here, 34 of you, I can actually see on the screen. You might say, we are of this age. Why do I need an image revamp right now? Or I am like 50, 60, 70. First of all, age is just a number. Second of all, learning is something as humans we need to be absolutely active on till the time we are alive. So when you actually do an image revamp again and again over the years, when your roles and goals change, it builds confidence, your own self-image becomes powerful. You start appreciating yourself rather than appreciating people. You start appreciating your own worth, which automatically then makes you glow. Again, when you're dressed right, when you're communicating right, when you are in a certain place which is absolutely some occasion or any of such meeting, when you're dressed the part, you look the part, and when you look the part, you're sending a message which is absolutely great, because dressing also sends a message. It's not only the words that we speak, it's about the way that we look also sends a message that yes, this particular person is serious about the roles and goals of her own life. It also gives you a lot of other opportunities, like you can get to better friendships, you can actually look for better job opportunities, you can actually look for a learning opportunity also, because people might like you and they would want to involve you in some activity or some collaboration that people are doing right now, even in the pandemic. So again, dressing can also be done with different style scales. Like for say example, we are doing this webinar. For some people, this webinar might be very casual. For some people like me, this webinar really is serious and I take a lot of concern about being here, being properly dressed, being talking to each one of you, communicating with as many as possible so that I build relationships with you which are trustworthy and which are respectful. Again, there are different style scales. Say, for example, if I was to go to a gym, I would wear a track pant and a t-shirt, right? Again, if I was to go for a normal evening, I would dress differently. Then again, if I was going for a party, I would be dressed differently. Again, if I was to go for a meeting, I would be dressed separately or differently. So all our roles and goals require us to fulfill our desired set of level that we need to reach as far as our appearance is concerned. So there is 4 levels, which you can see it on the screen. These 4 levels actually make you go up or down with your image through dressing. Now the key elements, what are the key elements? क्या-क्या चीजें हैं जो हमें ध्यान में रखनी चाहिए? So there are 4 basic things. First of all, whenever you wear anything, whenever you go to any place, wherever you are actually going to achieve a goal that you believe in, always look appropriate for that particular thing. Like for say example, you can't say that I was going for a meeting, but I was dressed in my gym clothes, or I was just dressed as if I was going shopping. Always remember that you need to be appropriate for the roles and goals that you have aimed. So whatever it is, you need to be dressed appropriately. So if you're going to the gym, then definitely be in your tracks and tees. Again, you need to be very authentic. And when I talk about authentic, it means that you need to believe as to what you're giving. You need to have a belief that whatever I am, that is what I'm going to say. Because till the time it does not come from your heart, it is not going to make sense. Again, you need to look nice. You need to be attractive enough for you to get that kind of and attractive does not mean only through your looks. Attractive also means through your communication, through your behavior. So as a culmination of all, you're appropriate, authentic, attractive, and then affordable. Again, this is a very strong point that I want to highlight to each one of you. Many of the people think that image consultants ke paas jayenge, so whatever they're going to make us buy or whichever recommendation they're going to give, it is going to really, really cost us a lot more than even what we pay for. A very, very strong point, ladies and gentlemen, and our young adults, that to be or to look good, you don't need to spend a lot of money. Once you're aligned with the first 3 that I spoke about, then even when you wear the desired set of clothes that are required to meet your roles and goals in the appropriate manner, then you can actually be good enough to good to go. So don't think that I need to go shopping and that is how. You can actually revamp your wardrobe. You can actually mix and match. You can actually do a lot of stuff with what you own, and also add on with not much of those designer clothes, but yes, do smart shopping. How can image consultants help? So this is the wheel that you can see. So this basically covers the entire spectrum, wherein say, for example, if I was the client, or if say Ashwani was the client and I needed to ask him, okay, on the level of 1 or 2, where do you stand on grooming? So according to all the sections that we have here, that is grooming, body language, etiquette, behavior, communication, digital footprint, work skills, we design the workshop according to the person, because what happens is then what the outcome comes of that person is in sync with that person's requirements. So, this particular change that automatically comes in the person's life is something which stays with that person for a lifetime. So it is a inside out shift, which is a positive shift. And also it gives a lot of courage to the person to understand himself or herself also. Again, now, quite a few years back, I always thought that words were the only thing that made a lot of difference. So, however, over the journey of my learnings through so many years now, I realize that words are just 7% of the entire conversation we have. You all are listening to me, but at the same time, with my hands moving, with my tone of voice, with my kind of delivering it in a way which kind of has an impact, all of it together makes communication. So my body language is 55% of the effect. My tone of voice, as the way I'm talking, is going to be 38% of my effect on the communication that I'm doing with all of you. And words, believe me, though I'm making a lot of effort to have that word interaction with you also, but then that is only 7%. Now, when I say this, you know why? Because say, if my body language and my tone was not syncing with my words, then apparently आप लोग मेरी body language को believe करते. Okay, so that is what is the rule of body language, and that is how strong it is. So communication, when we talk about, please make sure that don't just think that I'm going to go to a webinar and I'm going to talk like this. Today, I'm very happy that I'm here with you and I'm really going to have fun. No, because it is going to make no impact on anyone. So it has to have an impact. Today, I'm really very happy to be with all of you because I know that I'm going to make a positive shift in your life. So, it has to come, and it will come only when you are in sync with your own system, with your own self, and that you believe in yourself. Again, when we talk about behavior can be X, Y, Z behavior, right? However, we need to learn to have a talk with somebody wherein we need to analyze what things about us or in us are there that need improvement. We always are ready to we are very critical as humans to kind of take out mistakes of other people, but we barely sit with ourselves and realize that what is it about me that makes the other person apprehensive about not talking to me, have a or not have a conversation with me, or even not wanting to be with me. तो मेरे behavior में या मेरे attitude में या मेरे उसमें भी कोई problem हो सकती है, right? So we need to make sure that, like these two sweet little kids who are actually shouting at each other, and which we all have done in our childhood too, we need to be very, very mindful of how our behavior is going to be. So please make sure that you please track your own behaviors. If it is not working, then you need to take a second road, which is going to be able to change your behavior. Okay, now why is communication important, and how can we master those skills by saying that, okay, by doing so, I can be on, say, a step forward with my communication. First of all, we all need to master the skill of being a good listener. So when I say good listener, there is a difference between hearing and there is a difference between listening. When you hear somebody, the sound can be from anywhere and you're hearing. For listening, you need to make that effort to listen. Like, for example, all of you here today actually are making an effort to hear, right? I can see most of you. So the thing is that we all need to be good listeners, and especially in this time of pandemic where we don't know what the other person is going through. Let's be very, very open. Let's be very, very going forward to understand and how important it is to listen to somebody, because har baar kisi ko gyan dena is not the only thing that we all need to do. So let's settle down and let's be good listeners. Show genuine interest. It's not that if somebody's talking to me, and apparently even if I'm not liking or even if I'm not enjoying the conversation, I don't need to be like I'm not kind of here. So show genuine interest, understand and observe the body language. When we say about body language, these are the non-verbal cues. And why do we call them non-verbal? Because body language bolti nahi, it's actions, right? So we need to observe the body language of people. And by the end of this, I am going to share some power body postures with you, which is going to make you feel how you can actually boost your confidence in a fraction of seconds. Again, it is very important to know yourself and also how you are perceived and how are you perceiving others also? So make sure that your communication holds all these five, because it is very, very important that you understand all of this before kind of getting very critical about understanding the other person. Because it is not possible that even while I'm not going to talk and I'm sitting here for say like 1 minute quietly, there is still going to be some interaction happening, because there is going to be eye movement, there is going to be hand movement, there is going to be some movement. So even if I'm quiet and if I'm not talking, it is never going to be possible that we are not going to communicate. So from the, so हम लोग we have all heard the term कि हमने मौन व्रत रखा है, right? So मौन व्रत is you're not going to say word, but your body still is going to speak nth number of things. So make sure even on those मौन व्रत times you have your communication very, very strong and positive. And believe me, sometimes we don't even realize that our body language is making the other person uncomfortable. So like, for example, see how communication can actually make the other person get so annoyed, because sometimes we don't understand the other person's factor as to where or he or she and whatever they're feeling, right? So we kind of keep asking questions, or we kind of keep dealing with so many other things with them. We even start complaining, but sometimes we need to be empathetic. That is also a tool of image consulting and image management, that you need to understand the power of empathy. You need to understand how body language or how the eyes can convey to you certain things that probably this person is not ready to speak to me right now. However, I'll come back to him or her. Again, small little appreciations by anybody. Believe me, we can live on an appreciation or a compliment for 30 days. So I am telling each one of you today that you all are amazing, you all are awesome, and you are all doing great. So for next 30 days, all of you have to practice ABCD of image management. So by the 30th day, you're all pros in what we are learning today with the tools. Again, as to how I mentioned, it is the Mehrabian equation, that words, tone and voice and body language, your grooming, everything has to be in sync for you to have a 100% impact on people, for your relationship building, for your business profitability, for your own positive attitude. You need to have all of this in sync. So what is non-verbal communication? Now that I'm quiet, my facial expressions, the posture, the way I'm sitting, the gestures, the way of speaking, at times even the jokes, that the sense of humor of whatever we create with people, and the overall appearance is what is your non-verbal communication. So when we had so many things, like agar verbal bolna ho, to we only have one mouth to talk, right? If we don't talk, then we absolutely go blank on it. However, we have the power of non-verbals with us. So make sure that you actually kind of are boosted with all of this. So make sure that all of this, even if you want to take a screenshot, take it, because the 30th day from today, I'm going to ask each one of you as to how you all are doing. Speak with confidence. Even a hello makes a lot of difference. Hello, 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 and hello. There is a difference. So imagine if somebody calls you, you never know why that person is calling you. But if your own hello is not something which is going to make the other person feel that now I should initiate the conversation, if the hello is dead, hello, then probably that person is never going to share anything with you. So make that confidence in you that whenever you speak with anybody, your communication, your tone, your hello has to be amazing. So don't underestimate the power of a hello. कि बाकी बात के बाद मैं impression बना लूंगी, hello can be anything. No. Optimize your speaking rate. Make sure whenever you're having a conversation with somebody, like here on a webinar, we are not having one-to-one interaction right now. However, if we would have been having that, then we would have had a certain level of talking wherein if I would want to speak to somebody, I would be talking at the pace the other person is talking to me, right? So make sure your speaking rate is under control. Wear confident clothes, the clothes that make you feel great. No need to feel bad कि मेरी अलमारी में इतने कपड़े हैं, I'm not wearing half of them, but I still need to keep them out of some affection. Please be lenient. There are a lot of people out there who are needing your clothes. Distribute them, get a revised wardrobe, and look good in every role, whether it is about even cooking in the kitchen. So why not? You need to feel good in every aspect of your life. Stay hydrated, as what I'm saying it again and again. You need to keep yourself very hydrated because that is your power. Drink. Okay. Master your breathing. As even mentioned in the last webinar, so most of you, if you are not there, you need to master your breathing. If your breathing is still here, then you're under stress. If it is just above the stomach, you're still a little under stress. So your breathing has to go till your belly button. So if you're having a breathing in that sync, then please practice that and please keep yourself absolutely positive, because with this breathing exercise, you can actually change your mind in just a fraction of seconds. So believe me when I'm saying that. Okay. So many times we hear so many things happening. We go to parties, we meet people otherwise, in office, even on social media. The basic conversations that happen is, how are you? How's the situation at your end? What's happening? Like, are you doing something? What do you do? Aren't these the basic conversations that we have with somebody? Or even when we meet somebody for the first time, these are the basic conversations. Okay, what do you do? Okay, where do you stay? So, we need to understand that now we need to take a leap from these boring conversations. So you can actually take a screenshot of this too and apply in your life, because good conversation starters can actually impact your relationship with somebody. Because believe me, like how people remember you with the way you talk, with the way you look, people also remember you with the talk that you did with them. So for example, these are few of the good conversation starters, like, what's your story? Like, rather than asking how are you and what do you do, so what's your story? Working on some passion project lately? Or is there anything exciting happening? Where are you going on a weekend? Has this been a busy time for you? So any of these, whatever works for you, try something new. Try a conversation starter. Like जैसे हम appetizers बोलते हैं, this is like an appetizer to make a relationship get built in a positive manner. So tell me about you. How do you know the host? Now, host does not mean the party only. Host could be, how do you know the person? So probably for me, how do you know Tinkerly? So anything and everything. So make conversations more brightened and stop using the old format of how do you do and where are you staying and what is happening and tell me about you. Go a little more focused and to ask people. And believe me, everybody is wanting to share their life stories with everybody, because we connect when people talk. So when we give them that leverage that they can connect to us, then definitely we have won the game. Again, out of all the three, whom would you want to speak to if these three women are standing? The one who is smiling. So never underestimate the power that you have as appearance, as communication, as behavior, that you can take it in and then you can actually work it out and make it go in the direction that you want it to be. Now, talking about digital footprint, we are all in webinars, we are all in all the social platforms, right? Whether it is LinkedIn, whether it is Facebook, Instagram, everywhere and everywhere. So we all Google people, right? So before we actually go and we have a meeting with somebody, we try and understand a little about that person over our social media handles. So make sure that whenever you're posting anything, so it is not something you need to just post anything and everything. Whenever you post anything on any social media handles, make sure that you're building a brand called you. So when you're building a brand called you, you need to make sure that what are you wanting the other person to think about you, or what is that you're building about yourself. So there has to be some positive content. There has to be some skills that say about you. Like, for example, if I'm into image consulting, I'm a behavioral coach, or I'm an NLP practitioner, then what is it about me and what does my work talk about on my social media handles? Similarly, make your social media handles workable for you with the skill sets that you have. Again, we have a lot of achievements. We keep adding a lot of skills in our system. So make sure that you highlight all of those, because more the people know you, more the trust is going to build, more the trust is going to build, more the respect you're going to gain. Again, make the content, whatever you post has to be relevant with what you're talking about or you want to convey. So make sure that you don't post things which are not relevant, which you don't know about, but just because somebody has sent it to you, you need to send it further. Also, keep updating your social media handles, because what I was 19 years back could be not possible that if I was 21 years back. So you need to keep updating your social media handles for the people to have a look at you as to what you're doing right now. Again, more than anything, you need to thank people and you also need to praise them. Always remember this, that we don't understand this, and there is a very small thing. हम लोग कई बार क्या करते हैं, किसी ने हमें personal message भी किया है, हम उनको generalized thank you में thank you कर देते हैं. Make sure that you thank everybody, because if somebody has taken a moment to share or write something to you, please don't generalize those things. So there is like one very important thing, that social media is not only about what you post, it's about how you react to other people's content. So don't be harsh about giving your judgment of somebody else has posted something which you don't believe in. Make sure that you understand, you like or you don't like, you have a choice, but don't go ahead giving your remarks which are going to hurt that person. So some people say that it does not matter to most of the people and they don't care about their image. Again, it is a personal view. However, if your work includes involvement of people and if you feel that there is a need of you dealing with people, so definitely then image management is something that you will have to consider and you can't waver it off. Because if you don't look the part, people are not going to come to you. Again, people buy people. I always believe in that. Now, why I say that is because before people are coming to even come to know or even kind of come to me for what I do, first they will kind of build trust in me. If I have that trust built, then only will they come and buy what I am selling. The selling means my work structure or even my beliefs, right? So have that authenticity in you that makes the other person believe in you. Here I'm going to now talk about a little bit of high power and low power body language postures. So now if you can look up on the first column, all the pictures, and below that, whenever we hunch down, whether we have those body language which is crossed or any sort of such actions which you can see on the screen, that shows that you're not confident enough or you're not open enough for conversations. So whenever you see a person like this, we'll always be apprehensive towards going and talking to them. Or probably, the first thing is, let me ask them if there is something wrong. So, this kind of a body language is something that we all need to avoid, because any postures that are crossed, anything that is giving any sort of a negative connotation to people, we need to avoid it. Again, these the first line is power poses, wherein this shows like, yes, I'm in control about what I'm talking and I know what I'm talking. This shows confidence again. Again, it shows confidence. This also shows confidence. However, this particular pose women generally don't like men sitting like this because they feel that it's kind of a superiority thing. However, don't try and kind of build in such kind of a posture when you're sitting in a crowd. However, these couple of them show that you are confident and you are in control of your own self. Again, going to a little bit more on the poses. Whenever you talk to somebody with your arms open, whenever you talk to somebody with your palms showing, whenever you talk to somebody with your spine straight, with your neck held high, with your body posture and your body language, everything in sync, then automatically all of it becomes and gives a reflection that you're confident. So use tricks of how you can change or how you can add or how you can minus few things from your body language postures. Again, all of us, besides of the fact that we want to or we don't want to, we all have these micro expressions that we kind of show, and they come without our notice. Sometimes if a child comes to us and he asks, can you do this for me right now? And if you're in the middle of some work, you automatically feel, like your expression goes like, I'm not interested right now. So these 7 universal micro expressions are something that also we need to learn, that we need to be very, very mindful whenever we are dealing with it with others, because they do give a lot of effect on people as to how they see us. So anger, fear, disgust, sadness, joy, surprise, contempt, all these things automatically come on our face, besides we trying or not trying to show. Again, out of this complete thing that you can see, I would really want to give you all one very, very important tip. Whenever we are idle, whenever we go out, whenever we're in a waiting room, whenever we're sitting, when we're not doing anything, this is one of the postures that we automatically are inclined to do, because हमारे हाथ में हमारा mobile phone होता है, and that is the easiest way to kill time, right? So please, all of you, from next time, whenever you're going out and you feel you'll have that time wherein you'll have to wait for the dentist or the doctor or for some meeting, or you are for a parents meet and you're waiting in a queue, never sit down with a phone in your hand and look down, because the moment you look down to the phone, your body posture changes and all your mindset how people see you that time, and even your own mindset is not confident. So rather, it is better that you carry a newspaper or some book which you want to read. So because with that, your posture is going to be absolutely amazing. So next time when you're out, don't play on your phone. Again, sit up straight, maintain good eye contact. Whenever you're talking to somebody, make sure that you look into the eye, not stare, but yes, have that kind of a gaze and then look here and then again go back to them. So it shows interest. It also shows that when you're working, whenever you are kind of having that eye contact, it makes the other person feel that you are interested in what they're talking. Again, don't stare, don't frown, or even don't fidget. While you're doing webinars, don't go like this while you're doing it, because what happens is when we go like this, the entire focus goes on your body language rather than the words that you talk. So make yourself absolutely stationed. Don't move your laptop here and there, or don't move your anything here and there while you're talking. So please do this beforehand and make yourself absolutely stationed with your body posture aligned with yourself. Again, always remember, it's not that I'm going to work on my hands and I'm done with my body language. Your body language comes in cluster. Cluster mein jab hum baat karte hain, it means that it is a combination. Like my eye movement, my hand movement, my body movement, all of it is going to go together, right? So again, we need to take care that in what context are we taking or talking about something, whether my body language, the cluster of it that is kind of trying to say something, is the cluster properly done? Is my eye contact proper? Is my body language proper? Are my words okay? Am I properly dressed? So all of it together. So all of this has to be taken into consideration. It has to be in congruence with what you are talking about. Again, this is a very important tool that you all can use, that is called mirroring. Right now during the webinar, definitely it becomes like a challenge, but whenever you're sitting with somebody and you want to build a rapport, try and mirror their body language. So when you do that, then automatically the other person wishes to speak to you more, because what happens is they feel that you and the other person opposite are on the same page. So it becomes like it's a very, very good and an important tool for rapport building. Again, we need to be very, very sure about this fact that the most important ingredient of success is that you need to understand that people skills is more important than your intelligence. That is, your PQ is the new IQ. When you have these people skills, when you can have those conversations, when you can build relationships with people, then automatically there comes a kind of a bond which is created, and that is something that takes us further. So please make sure that you now stress a little more time on building your people skills. And most important is, once you have mastered all these few things that we spoke about, enjoy your success. Enjoy your success every day, because you can't say that today I learned something and tomorrow if I'm not able to do all those or incorporate all those in my life, I'm going to leave it. It has to be consistent. You have to have that consistency in you for you to have that master in the body language, in all of the aspects of the image management, that is your appearance, your body language, your behavior, your communication, and lastly, but the most important, your digital footprint. So hope you all had something very positive to take away from this webinar, and I look forward for many, many more of these. And on the 30th day, to all of you here who are present that day, we will definitely be talking about how you have made progress. And this is what is going to be my kind of a gift from all of you, that please go invest time in yourself and shine and share whatever you have learned with people and make them also shine. So now I'm giving the reins of the entire spectrum to my team, and they'll hand it from here. And I'm now open to all the question and answers you all want to ask. So let me just kind of go on the stop screen share. All right. Now that I can see all of you here again, can I have like those reaction buttons on your screens, which make me understand that whether we had an amazing session? Amazing. Most of you have not yet done it, and I'm still waiting. Hello, Mr. Ashish. It's so lovely to see you. Yes. Thank you everyone for your reactions. I hope we had a great time learning alongside, and I look forward for such amazing webinars in the future as well. Okay. I'm open to questions. Please, you can unmute yourself and you can ask me. Thank you, Deepmala. Thank you.
Thank you, Archana. So I feel now that people should ask questions. In meantime, I have some questions received on Facebook.
Okay.
So she's Alisha Khanna. So she has asked, what does mean speaking rate in organization? No one appreciate your work. Then in what ways we react?
Okay. When you're working in an organization, first of all, we need to understand that we are going to meet. Alisha, thank you for such an amazing question before I start answering. So in an organization, whenever you're working with people of different stature, different levels, different behaviors, different levels of communication, different levels of understanding, you need to understand that your communication while you're dealing with those people, while you're answering to them, you have to have, first of all, analyze if there is people who are not appreciating you. If you're looking for appreciation from them and then still not appreciating, what is it in me that I need to work upon? First of all, I always ask people to sit down, kind of do a self-analysis and understand what is it about my communication that I need to work? Is it that I'm giving some cues that are not working for me? Is it there's some behavior in me or probably my appearance that is not making people reach out to me or making that kind of a persona wherein I am not able to understand what the person is saying? Again, if this is not the condition and you feel that, okay, you are doing well and still you're facing such issues, I would really want that have a communication pattern with the person that you are having that kind of a rapport with, which you, whom with you want to build that kind of a rapport. Like for example, say there is a XYZ and despite the fact that you have a lot of communication with him, there is no rapport building, then you need to sit down and understand what is it about him and what is it about you, which is a trouble in between. If it is about you, be open to feedback, work on feed forward, wherein you say, okay, now whatever has happened is one part. Now we'll work on feed forward. I'll work upon and you work upon. And relationship building is only going to happen once you are open to feedbacks. So do that. So if it still doesn't happen, you can always contact me again. We'll work it out.
Okay. Guys, any more questions you have, you can raise your hand. We can unmute you. You can on your video. You can directly ask.
Hope I was able to answer the question. Please ask. Okay. I have a question here. Okay, since it's privately sent to me, I'll not take the name. How we can learn more about people skills. Okay, now people skills is something that first of all, we need to analyze our own skills to understand people. So now if I say that my behavior is a problem because my behavior pattern makes the negative connotations to people, or probably whatever I say is not understood well by the other person. So I need to start working from my communication to my behavior to my appearance. And once all of this is in sync, automatically your people skills, your understanding of people towards you is also going to take a leap. So believe me, all of it is a combination and we can really work on it. Yes, any more questions, please? Hope I was able to answer your question. Most welcome. Vivek, I would really request you to even put in the survey and the polls that we were looking forward. So that can be in the chat box. And I would request each one of you to please undergo the survey and both the polls for us to know as to where we can improve.
Yeah, I have shared that and I have received the data.
Perfect.
Any more questions, guys?
Aaj bilkul shanti hai. Like why? I think this particular topic, I think there would have been more of questions. So feel open to ask.
Ma'am, good evening.
Good evening. Good evening, Janvi. Hi.
Yes, ma'am. Hi, ma'am. This is my first time I'm attending your webinar, and it's really very nice. And there's so
Thank
many
you.
pointers which is new for me. Uh, I'm a MBA graduate, so I have learned a basic communications before, and I used it in my my job and everything. But still, I feel
Okay.
something is missing. Something is missing. The that image, that impression is not according to the according to my personality. कुछ तो missing था.
Right.
But आज आपका जो session था, it was वो जो कुछ pointers थे वो बहुत ज़्यादा अच्छे थे कि we have to sit in front of mirror, we have to practice first, then
Absolutely.
only हमें आगे जाना चाहिए. And ma'am, I really like your session and want कि अगर और ये sessions होते और हम participate कर सकते.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Janvi, like, you know what? Thank you for sharing. But जैसे आप बोल रहे हैं उस तरीके का एक इंसिडेंस मेरे लाइफ में भी आया था. हम सोचते हैं कि हमने एक पर्टिकुलर क्वालिफिकेशन हाथ ली है एंड दैट इज गुड इनफ फॉर अस फॉर अ लाइफ टाइम. कि अगर मैंने एमबीए कर लिया या मैंने पर्टिकुलर XYZ डिग्रीज ले ली एंड आई हैव सो मेनी सर्टिफिकेट्स, आई थिंक दैट शुड सफाइस मी फॉर माय लाइफ टाइम एंड इट्स गुड. That is, you know, we need to keep learning, we need to keep uploading ourselves, we need to keep recreating our own self till the time we are not in that loop. ऐसा नहीं होता कि जब 20 साल के बाद एक हाउसवाइफ दोबारा सोचती है कि काम करेगी तो उसको ये लगता है कि यू नो फ्रॉम वेयर शुड आई स्टार्ट, बिकॉज एमबीए तो मैंने शायद 25 साल पहले की थी. सो यू नो everything keeps changing. So MBA का example इसलिए दिया because you spoke about it. However,
Yes,
any role, any goal,
ma'am.
we need to be in sync with it. अगर हम 4 दिन खाना नहीं बनाते तो 5वें दिन खाना बनाने में भी प्रॉब्लम आती है, राइट? अगर हम गाड़ी चलाते हैं और गाड़ी अगर हमने सोचो 1 साल नहीं चलाई बिकॉज आई मेट विद एन एक्सीडेंट, वो 1 साल के बाद चलाने में देयर इज एप्रीहेंशन, राइट? सो एवरीथिंग हैज टू बी like we need to keep uplifting, we need to keep uploading, we need to have that structure wherein I am going to keep learning. जब हम learning नहीं छोड़ते, confidence कहीं पे भी नहीं जाता. So keep learning, Janvi, and we are always there. And yes, we have these webinars almost every Saturday for sure, and otherwise also. So we'll keep you updated. We have another question in the group, in the a chat box, which says how to make someone realize their mistake without being harsh to them. Very, very good question, because when you give any sort of a feedback, even to a child, the child gets very, very like he is not receptive to that feedback or she's not receptive to that feedback, and that goes with us till we are old because we are not receptive to feedbacks. So first of all, you need to make that person understand that you don't need to be harsh to that person to make the other person feel that it's a mistake. You can always say that the way that you're doing this thing, I think it is not going to be giving us the result we want, so we can try another way. Or else you can also kind of have a conversation or have a word with him or her saying that, you know, I feel that while we are doing this particular task and you or me are together in this, why don't we kind of try a different way of coming to a goal? Why don't we try a different way to reach the desired goal? So, you know, show different ways. नेगेटिव दिखाओ ही मत. आपको जब भी कुछ किसी से करवाना है जो आपको लगता है कि हार्श तरीके से नहीं कराना, give them options, like multiple options, like the surveys that you do. See, there is a trick behind it. When you give options, the mind gets confused. So give positive options. Like if you ask a child, Aaj, let's go out for dinner, and parents are asking, the child says, no, today I don't want to go. Now, if the child says no, it is automatic that the parents can't go because usko bacche ko ghar chhod ke nahi ja sakte. Now you give them option, you know, when we go there is like a park there, which I think has some circus going on. Or, you know, there is something there, you know, a new kind of a activity park is there, which we can look up on the way. So, you know, give them ways which you can make them do what you want them to do. So hope I've answered your question, Gaurav. Again, yes, Mr. Ashish, relecting. Can I have you on the screen and you can ask me this question?
Yes, ma'am. I wanted to ask just a simple question. Like, you know, many times we come across patients, you know, so there are certain patients who do not, like, you know, probably they understand what we are trying to explain, but they do not actually show it through body language. So how can we actually understand that the patient is getting all we are explaining? So many times it so happens that he goes blank. You know, we are discussing with somebody some topic, and the person
हाँ
goes
जी.
absolutely blank. He is not like, you know, he is not responding you either. He's just sitting like a, you know, statue. So
It
how
happens most
to
of the time.
you know,
Yes.
yeah, how to make that person come out here, like, you know, that hesitation, that one bar is there. So how can we in a discussion cross that barrier actually?
Actually, a very good question again. Not many people are like, you know, हम लोग introvert और extroverts की बात करते हैं, वो एक अलग platform हो जाता है. But there are many people who introvert extrovert होते हुए भी हमें किसी से खुलने में बहुत time लगता है. Again, as far as doctors and other people are concerned, or even I understand patients आते हैं जब वो reaction नहीं देते या जब वो बोलते नहीं है, it is a very very tricky situation because as a doctor you don't know where you're heading. करना क्या है?
Absolutely.
Best way is, see, the best way to make a person who does not want to speak is to ask them multiple type of questions. Give them options.
Okay.
They will stick up to one. Like for example, आपको दर्द यहाँ पे है, यहाँ पे है, यहाँ पे है. Give them 3 options. They'll pick up one. So, you know, you try and talk to them in a body language wherein then you're giving them options. Whenever you give them options, they will drift apart. वो अपना भूल जाएंगे. Probably after 4 or 5 times, they will come and talk to you directly.
Right. I think I'll just give it a try and give you a feedback. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Absolutely. Thank you.